Okay, so we're back for episode 2 of Love and Hip Hop, season 10, New York version. Okay, so that's what we're here for. And we're going to pick up where we left off with Chrissy and Kimbella walking in together. Now, when Yandy saw Chrissy and Kimbella walking in together, Yandy had a problem with that. Okay, Yandy was motherfucking pissed that she saw her so-called best friend walking in the building with forever fiance. Now, that was an issue for her. And so, Forever Fiance walks over there to Miss Alligator, Yandy, and she basically says, it's been a long time and all of that stuff. Now, Yandy was pretty much shook, okay? Y'all know I'm normally Team Yandy in this damn Chrissy situation, and I'm still kind of Team Yandy, even though Yandy has pissed me the fuck off over the last couple of seasons. But Chrissy would never be a favorite of mine. So I'm just gonna say it like this. Yandy was motherfucking shook. I'm just gonna be real. She was shook that Chrissy came into the building, okay? And so when Chrissy confronted her about some things that happened in the past, Yandy wanted to sit up here and act like she didn't fucking remember what the fuck happened. And that shit really bothers me with Yandy. That bitch can't never own up to nothing. You did kind of step out of your lane to say that he was buying Chrissy this and buying Chrissy that with his money, and that's why Chrissy was upset with you. That's why she was mad. But you want to sit up here and say, oh, I don't remember. You know you remember, bitch. Stop acting like you don't remember. Like, you really need to stop that shit. This is the problem that I got with Yandy. If she would just keep it 100 and just own up to being a phony ass bitch, or just say that she was being shady, or she was just being spiteful about some shit, maybe she would get more respect. But yet, every season, she starts proving bitches that I don't like right. She starts proving bitches like Forever Fiance right. She starts proving bitches like Nikki Security Guard right, aka Ra Ali, aka Candy Corn. She always proving her the fuck right. Because Yandy really don't be owning up to what the fuck she does or what the fuck she said. Bitch, you know what happened. You did kind of step out of your lane, and you ain't had no business stepping out of your lane. And as an adult at this point, because I was on your side back then, I still think that Chrissy did a lot, but bitch, you contribute to her doing a lot too. Both of y'all were wrong. So until both of y'all realize that, both of y'all gonna still have a problem with each other. And I'm gonna enjoy every second of it. Chrissy killed me when she said you could still get a slap. Now that was funny. So Erica and Safari, they was looking at a venue, and apparently they trying to get married in 3 weeks. I don't get why these celebrities or these reality stars always rush to get married. A lot of the times it's always looking like it's for show, or whatever show the fuck they on. And I'm not the type of person that thinks that everybody that's on a reality show do some shit for reality TV, but that's the way it comes to fuck across a lot of the times when they do the bullshit that they fucking do. If you get my damn drift. You know what I mean? So that's the way it comes across to me. You're doing it for a show, and that's just what it is. Like, why the fuck y'all rushing? You know what I mean? But okay, whatever. So I think, who was this? Miss Mo and Kimbella and Chrissy, they were sitting there talking, and apparently Miss Mo and Jonathan has known each other for the past 8 years. So they were sitting up there, no, was it Sin? No, it was, I think that was Sin she was talking to. Whoever it was, they brought up, Yandy was mentioned. And Jonathan didn't sit up and bash the fuck out of Kimbella at all. But Kimbella need to take notes on that shit, because at the end of the day, when you and Chrissy made amends, the first thing that you did was sit up and talk shit about Yandy to Chrissy, after this is the same bitch that beat your motherfucking ass, okay? Beat you out of your dress. Made your pussy get a damn get a wind chill. That's what the fuck happened. So I don't even understand why the fuck you so quick to talk about Yandy to her sworn enemy, because bitch, that still should be your sworn enemy. The way she beat your ass, and we all reference that shit to this day, you ought to be mad with that bitch for life. But instead, you mad with Yandy about some trivial ass bullshit, even though Yandy is a fake ass bitch. But that's another story for another motherfucking day, to be quite honest, alright? So, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. That's all I can really say about it. So, Yandy, Sin, and Rich, they all meet up. And apparently they talk about Erica and Safari. And most people don't know this, but Yandy and Erica really don't like each other. Erica was in interviews talking about Yandy like a dog, especially when her and Mendici got quote unquote married on TV and shit like that. And Yandy said that ever since he got with Erica Mena, he has ghosted her or whatever, and they are not really friends like they used to be. And Rich was basically saying that Mena didn't even want to shake his hand at the time that they were at Remy's party, and she was just, ghosting him the way that he did, which she had every right to do so, Rich, because you are a disloyal ass nigga, and you ain't never did nothing but bring her down, to be honest. And this is just me not even being a fan of hers that can see that from a mile away. You were never here for her at all the way you should have been, but that's another story for another day now, isn't it? Okay. So then, Sin brings up the fact that, okay, at one point in time, Safari was engaged to a bitch named Gabby. You know, the bitch that shaped through the ice cream in on Love and Hip Hop Miami on the very first season. Apparently, he was trying to propose to her and had the same damn proposal as he did Safari, and she had receipts to prove it and all of that stuff. So they sitting up here laughing about the situation. Sin, you got a cheating ass ex-addict as a man. Rich, you got a little dick, and on top of that, you can never keep a woman. And Yandy, your man serving time, so who the fuck can y'all laugh at? You bitches are in way more unfortunate situations than this dumbass Botox Barbie ass bitch guy. Girl, bye. So, Tahiri and Erica, they meet up, and, Tahiri and Erica were basically catching up, and Tahiri was Erica was trying to get Tahiri to see if she really wants to be back with Joe. I think that Tahiri wants Joe back. I do think that Tahiri and Joe were good for each other, but Joe just wasn't gonna do right, and apparently he's not gonna do right. Look, he ain't do right with Sin, so at the end of the day, Tahiri doing the right thing by staying the fuck, what they call the fuck, away. So, they were talking about a prenup or whatever, and, Erica really ain't sure about it. Later on, Tahiri comes by Erica and Safari's home, and they sit up and they talk about a prenup yet again, and Erica was like, well, I know that Safari is a playboy or whatnot, and I do want to protect what I got. And to be honest, a lot of people don't really realize that, but when you do have money like that, it's very imperative that you do take care of yourself. And people that don't look at that, when people think about prenups, the first thing they think about is that, okay, you're planning on divorce. And I don't think that nobody's planning anything. I just think that they're being smart about what could happen. Because at the end of the day, you can be in love today and hate each other tomorrow. One false move and that can happen. So I don't see nothing wrong with anybody trying to get a motherfucking prenup. At the rate they are, they're supposed to get one. That's what I think. So, Joe comes by the house and there's Tahiri. And, they're just catching up. Apparently, they talk every once in a while or whatnot. And, they're just sitting up here chilling out. You know what I mean? And the producer asked Tahiri, does she think that she will ever get back with Joe? And she was like, she don't know. Girl, bye. Yes, you do. You know. But at the end of the day, you will be a damn fool to get back with Joe because he gaslighted you just like he gaslighted you just like he gaslighted Sin, just like he gaslighted fucking Kaylin, because he was sitting up there with Kaylin but really wanted to be with you. You know what I mean? So no, that ain't even gonna work out, and you just need to leave well enough alone with that situation. You and Joe are not meant to be together. At the end of the day, I do feel like he's good for you. Y'all do have that, and that's just based on the chemistry. Joe and Tahiri are good together on screen, but just as people, they are not good together. They are very toxic, but they are good to watch as a couple. Like, one part of you wants to root for them, but the other part of you don't want to. That's how I feel about the situation. And I have another question. Why is Tahiri not a main cast member? I'm trying to understand that. But okay. So, Remy is in the studio recording some new music or whatever. And, she is in the studio recording new music, but she's also doing a photo shoot, and Fat Joe was there. And what I saw on Twitter was that people were trying to accuse Fat Joe of thinking that Remy was better than other artists because of what he said. She's not trying to do stripper music or twerking. I don't think that he thinks that she's better than anybody else. I just feel like he knows what he's saying. That's not what people want from Remy. They don't want her to be out there twerking. They want some other shit from her. And it's just what I said. They want records like money showers and all the way up and probably wake me up. They want records like that from Remy. They don't want no hot girl summer records from her. They don't want that type of shit from her. And that's just what it is. We got to be honest about it. They don't. So it is what it is. Next thing you know, Remy is just having a lot going on with her. I mean, she's trying to get her music back out there. She's doing State of the Union. She's very conflicted about what direction she wants to go in musically because the music industry is ever changing, especially for female rap. And she doesn't really feel like she can fit there. There's a lot of insecurity there because she keeps saying she's not the type of bitch that can get up there and dance on a pole and put out a record. She's not. She really isn't. It's not appealing for her. So I do get it at the end of the day. I understand that. So, Yandy, Sin, and Jonathan, they and Kimbella, they all sit there and they're talking. And next thing you know, Sin brings up some shit about Chrissy's house going into foreclosure. And as Yandy's reading the article, she said, "Oh, I see it started going to foreclosure as soon as I started not managing Jim anymore." And so Kimbella called Yandy out for being messy. And my thing about it is, even though Kim was doing too much, I do feel like Yandy was being motherfucking messy. At the end of the day, you shook because Chrissy ass is back. That's what it is. You shook. You been top billing on this show ever since the bitch left. And now that the bitch is back, you can't handle that shit. And that's just really what it is, though, bitch. That's what it is. You are basking in the fact that this bitch is having foreclosure and apparently financial issues dealing with her home. And to me, they're saying that, Yandy was like, well, I know that you guys are best friends. And Kimbella said, well, who said that was my friend? Then Kimbella said, but you're friends with her too, Jonathan. And Jonathan say, she's not my friend. But when you was around her, you were acting like she was your friend. So which one is it, you messy motherfucker? I don't get it. Are you friends with Chrissy or not? I don't get it. But Jonathan been messy, and that's why K. Michelle was reading his fake ass for filth. That's how I feel about the situation. Although Kimbella was a bit dramatic. Erica and Safari, they go to this man and they want to talk about everything. They want to take care of all this pre-wedding shit before the wedding even happens. Then the prenup thing came about, and Safari and Erica never had that fucking conversation. And Safari is pissed about never having that fucking conversation. But do you blame him? If you're supposed to be marrying this man, why the hell are you not talking to him about things that really, really matter at this point? You're talking about getting a prenup. That's a big thing. Why aren't you talking to your man about that, Erica? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. You want to sit up here and talk, apparently, about everything but that. If you really wanted a prenup and all of that stuff, why would you wait till you are in front of this damn man that's supposed to be overseeing everything y'all got going on before your wedding? Why would you bring it up in front of him without having a conversation with this man that you're supposed to be marrying? I don't understand that. And even though Safari is fucking dumb for not understanding why she would want a prenup, I understand why he was upset, because she did not talk to him about it at all. She sprung that on him. So how is he supposed to feel? She sprung that on him in a meeting with this man, and he don't know what to do right off the bat. So that's just how I feel about that. I just feel like she was dead ass wrong for not talking to him about it first, and that's just that on that. With that being said, let me just tell y'all, Love and Hip Hop New York is already the shit. These first 2 episodes were goddamn good, okay? They were damn good. And there's nothing that I can really say about that. They were good. So, with that being said, make sure you like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That's at the bottom. Donate to Cash App. That's at the bottom. And my PayPal is also on the home page if you want to do a donation. With that being said, you guys, this is Scotty, and he's the fuck out of here. Next video was Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and I am taking my ass to sleep. I gotta be at work at 6 in the morning. Alright? So with that being said, you guys, I'm out of here.